What's up, guys? Welcome back to Xbox Reforged, and we finally got the Wave 1 announcement here for June 2026. It's Wednesday, June 3rd, that they put out the Wave 1 announcement for Game Pass. I was expecting it yesterday, or maybe they would wait until the show this weekend, but they didn't. They got that list out here, so we're going to take a look at it. And don't forget, the Xbox Game Showcase and Gears of War E Day Direct are coming up this Sunday, so depending on where you're at will depend on the time. For me, this is going to be Eastern time, so it's going to be 1 p.m. June 7th on Sunday here, and I'm actually really excited for this showcase. I'm always going in with, some tempered expectations, of course, and Xbox has had its ups and downs, but I am excited about a few games we should see here and maybe some surprises. So yeah, definitely looking forward to checking out the show this weekend. Make sure you guys are ready for that. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the Game Pass games that we've got for Wave 1 for June 2026. All right, so our first game is Hurdling for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, and PC for June 4th, now with Game Pass Premium joining Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. Head out on a grand alpine expedition with a herd of lovable beasts as you ascend a mountain path, encounter eerie dangers and surprising obstacles, and forge your way to the mystery at the summit in the atmospheric adventure game. Our second game is Total Chaos for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, and PC for June 4th. Game Pass Premium with Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. From the creator of Turbo Overkill comes Total Chaos, a first-person survival horror brimming with mysteries to solve and monsters to kill, avoid, or scream at. In this eerie atmospheric world, you'll scavenge materials to craft makeshift weapons and battle against horrific creatures as you unfurl a nightmare narrative. Next up, we've got Solar Punk for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, and PC for June 8th, Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass, and this is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. Solar Punk is a survival game in a technically advanced world of floating islands. Alone or together with your friends, you can construct buildings, grow food, craft gadgets, and hop onto your airship to explore different islands in the sky. And I've actually heard quite a few people talking about wanting to jump in and check this one out. I'm kind of glad it's going to be popping up on Game Pass here because it's going to be an easy one to go ahead and take a look at. But yeah, Solar Punk looks pretty interesting. Next up, we have Undisputed for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, handheld, and PC for June 8th. Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass. Become undisputed in the most authentic boxing game to date, featuring true-to-life visuals, bone-jarring action, and more licensed boxers than ever before. Undisputed gives you an unprecedented control to master every inch of the ring. Next, we've got Persona 5 Royale for Cloud, Console, and PC for June 9th. Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass. Lead the Phantom Thieves of Hearts in Persona 5 Royale, the award-winning, stylish turn-based RPG filled with dungeon crawling, party customization, strategic combat, and Persona fusion. Explore Tokyo, build relationships, battle shadows, and infiltrate the minds of the corrupt to make them change their ways. And our next game is going to be Bistro for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, handheld, and PC for June 11th. Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. Bistro blends cozy life sim and deck-building puppet adventure. Team up with an injured god and a ragtag group of heroes where you provide their magical meals, shaping their decks so they can battle the ravenous monsters destroying your home. Pick up a spoon and save the world. Next, we have Frog Squad for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, and PC for June 11th. Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. Storm the sewers for the glory of the Swamp King. Swing, jump, catapult your friends, and eat until you grow into a homogeneous mega frog. A co-op extraction puzzle platformer for up to 8 players. Squad up with your frog friends for this friend slot party in this slapstick physics adventure. Next up is another day one release for Xbox Game Pass, and that's going to be Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions Game Preview. And this is for Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, and PC for June 11th. Again, Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass here for day one. Starseeker is a new game set within the Astroneer universe with a focus on discovery, cooperative expeditions, and camaraderie. Exploring deep space on the ESS Starseeker, players will need to work together with the entire crew of the space station to complete planet-wide objectives across a multitude of star systems using cutting-edge technology. This is another game I'm really interested to check out. Another great one to have land in Game Pass, and it's in the game preview, so they're doing a lot of work here. But yeah, along with Solar Punk, Starseeker is another one I'm really looking forward to. And our final game here for Wave 1 in June 2026 is a June 16th release. It's also a day one on Xbox Game Pass game, and that's Junkster, Cloud, Xbox Series X and S, handheld, and PC for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. Junkster is a 3D action platformer with an awesome building mechanic. Plucky little construction bot UM13 has crashed on a dangerous junkyard planet, armed only with his trusty robo-wrench. You must repair his ship and recover his lost cargo of precious human artifacts. So those are the 9 games we've got for Wave 1 of Game Pass here in June 2026. And like I said, Star Seeker and Solar Punk are the 2 titles for me that stick out amongst these games that I'm glad I'm going to be able to just jump in and check out on Game Pass. But besides that, there's usually some games that we're going to lose. So let's go ahead and list those out right here, leaving June 15th. And that's going to be Jurassic World Evolution 2. That was on Cloud, Console, and PC. Lost in Random, The Eternal Die. That was also Cloud, Console, and PC, as are the rest of the games here. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Warhammer 40k Space Marine Master Crafted Edition, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So if you haven't played any of these yet and you want to jump in, you still got a couple of weeks to do that and try them out on Game Pass. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. That's all those 9 games in Game Pass, the games that are leaving, and of course, a couple of great titles in there that I'm looking forward to checking out. And even more than that, I'm looking forward to the showcase this weekend. So let me know what you guys are either hoping, expecting, or hoping not to see in the showcase this weekend. All right, as always, guys, thanks a lot for coming to watch. We really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.